But ladies and gentlemen,
Indeed.
spawning here in the lower right corner of the map after wrestling an alligator and saving a baby from a wild snake, it's the yellow Terran player, Frozz.
Meanwhile, up here in the top left-hand corner of the map, underrated, very, very skilled Zerg player, hailing from Europe, it is Dignitas's Tefel.
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably, in all seriousness, going to put the Frozz jokes on hold this game just because I know how good Tefel is. Like, Frozz, we've seen him play really well in the past, and there's much love for him at BaseTradeTV, but Tefel is an opponent. This is a guy, if someone's going to knock Frozz down, it's going to be him.
The chat. Alright. I don't know. ZVT, I actually think it's relatively balanced in this map. Zerg players like it because you can take a lot of bases and it's very difficult for the Terran. Once you get to that point where you have ultras on the map to deny bases, as long as you have some semblance of, hey, you know what, I'm going to go ahead and have the foresight to put a couple spine crawlers on my base because it's 25 minutes in the game and I'm probably going to get dropped here. There's Zerg players that don't lose and they just get all sad and stuff.
Yeah, it's becoming a trend, I feel, almost, especially on this map in particular where drops are so much more common. Like, you have to have, not one, not two, but sometimes as high as 3 spine crawlers protecting your mineral lines because it becomes that precious and that important. But, you know, you talk about Ultralisks, and that's kind of the funny thing. Like, it's... Once a Terran player recognizes that you're going Ultralisks or will have Ultralisks on the field, they can adapt to it quickly by swapping over some of the reactors on the barracks and getting the tech labs required for the Marauders. However, I feel the biggest strength is like that quick reveal, that like snap your fingers, suddenly 10 Ultralisks pop out of eggs, you're good to go, and they don't have time to make the proper composition in order to deal with you.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm interested. Do you think that Frozz will go for the same build he used in the previous match? He is going to go for Factory Tech.
We've got a lot of hungry mouths here in chat today, and I think they could definitely stand to have some barbecue, Panda.
Yeah. It works quite well in Akalon. I think that it was unique in the previous match in that his opponent went for a Roach build, but it wasn't just like, it wasn't Roach link pressure, it was very heavily based on the fact that he would actually be able to get drones out.
Oh, Frozz should be able to pick off this Overlord.
Definitely.
And again, sniping an Overlord in the early game is a pretty big deal, guys.
Oh, and he's gonna get the second. Yeah,
yeah, he's absolutely gonna get the Overlord.
Very nice.
And like,
we could see him potentially get the second Overlord.
Well, I want to point out this is again no scouting information. I mean, he sees that okay, there's no natural. He gets that, but a Terran player could have one going up in the main. You don't know. You need to scout that sort of stuff. But the reactor coming out, and again, Frozz going for a very similar build to before. I would love to see him be able to do some roasty McToasty, Panda.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about, man. He's gonna get. Oh no, just barely missing it.
Oh, the Overlord. This happened again last time where he was almost accidentally pathing into it. But I want to point out, he sent his Marines to the exact same location, so I think he expects the timing of the Overlord, because, I mean, that's the right spot, but just a little too late.
Yeah.
Alright, well, will Hellions be... Yes, there are 2 Hellions to be pumped out immediately, folks. So we're going to see him go for a bit of aggression to see what he can do. Now, the magic that he managed to perform before, where he got that many drones with 2 Hellions, likely not going to be afforded to him again. Tefel's...
Well, I mean, we don't have Queens on the way quite yet. A couple Lings, yeah.
But the 2 Queens on the ramp, you could keep them out of the main at the very least.
Oh, yeah.
3
There's
Queens
no gas yet, though. Oh, there's a 3rd Queen popping out. Alright.
So yeah, I mean, the defense is already beefier just by having the Queens out. Not able... I mean, Tefel's that guy who's going to react. He's going to put his Queens in position immediately. Last time, a little bit of sluggish response. Hopefully didn't make Frozz a little too cocky and choosing to go for this build. But Marauder followed up to this behind with more Hellions. Really good choice, actually. There we go. Already going for that ramp block, like I said. And Tefel, look at this. Oh, gonna surround the Hellions. Oh no, just barely missing it, and might lose a lot of drones.
Oh yeah, that cost him.
Clumping up like that, really not good, Panda. 7, can he go for that magic number of 9? 9 is the number. He has tied his record. 10 will surpass it if
14.
he can get... Oh, he can get one more drone for at least 12.
Alright.
Quite
Let's
effective.
See if can get him 14.
Yeah, I mean, some of these drones are pretty low, but these Queens are already 4. There's more Zerglings out now. But Frozz, again, doing some magnificent damage with a low number of Hellions. And he's coming in for round 2. He's got 4 Hellions this time, and there's no Roaches like last time.
Factory following this up, Rifkin.
Is Frozz going to go mech for the first time that I can go mech, Panda?
He could. This could also be a transition into Widowmine Bio.
No. Hellions going to get a lot more drones here in the main. Chasing them down is Frozz and Tefel. He's not in a very good position here at all, actually, losing so many workers. 23 dead at this point. Frozz is going to get another 2 before he gets out. 25 workers dead, leaving 23 on the field, and this looks very, very similar to that last game.
The previous game, man. Except
Absolutely.
there's no Roach Warren, which is surprising considering Tefel is like literally, he's
not someone I would see. Oh no, transferring the drones like that. Oh.
He's the Roach commander. I don't think I've ever seen anyone go
my God.
Roaches.
It's a massacre! This is a massacre, Panda!
The Queens, they don't even know what to do. They're just sitting on the top of the ramp, pondering themselves.
Finally cleaning that up, but here's Frozz with 4 more Hellies. Blue Flame on the way. I know Blue Flame Hellion would be proud of this. And, the Queen's gonna continue spreading creep on the front, but Frozz doesn't care. He's ruthless, Panda. He's just gonna go back for more.
He's going for Blue Flame behind this too. As long as he can keep his opponent's worker count low, he can't transition into any sort of tech that would deny the Blue Flame from doing damage.
37 workers. More workers have been killed than Frozz has on the field. 39 and rising 40. Gonna get another couple. 42.
Transfuse doesn't do much.
You almost have to at this point. I mean, what else can you do? Tefel, now with Zerglings coming out, still no speed. I want to point that out. No gas, really, at all. Panda, this is the caliber of player that I've never seen play like this before. Frozz, okay, he's a good player. I get that. But Tefel getting caught with his pants down in what I feel is only the worst way possible here.
And this, like, once Blue Flame hits, this is going to be disgusting. It's going to be like drone barbecue times 10.
Oh my God, the Queen's out of position.
Are actually out on the map right now. Link speed hasn't even been started.
But here's the Blue Flame, something that was lacking before. He's going to fry all of the Zerglings before getting into the last few drones. And Tefel is going to try and clean this up desperately. But look at that damage. That Blue Flame, so magnificent, so bright, and so painful.
Alright, so Tefel, he is making the best out of a bad situation. He has his lair Morphin right now. He's getting a Roach Warren. He's trying to tech up. He's trying to balance his economy with the fact that he actually needs to have units out here to defend, but
there we go, we've got
Frozz
the wall.
is getting a 3rd base. He's oversaturated as natural. He's adding an additional production right now. He has some armories.
He's got more Blue Flame Hellions coming across the field, but Tefel finally has his wall up. I was screaming in my head, like, where's the spines? Where's the evolution chambers? You've got to choke this somehow, some way. But Frozz coming in for round 2, and there's a hole in the wall. Oh my God, Panda, this is so bad. The main, again, going to be under heavy assault. These drones just, blue. They do not like the color blue, and they don't like the color yellow. Mixed together becomes green, ironically enough, for Tefel. But, oh my God.
The mules!
I can't even, Panda. This is...
Oh no.
GG. Tefel just can't deal with it.
Can't handle the Frozz.
Hang on, before I leave. 58 workers at the end there. Ladies and gentlemen, the Croatian beast has made it to the grid.